Welcome back to the Valentine Show, guys. I'm your host, Valentine. Expecting you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. Very important show. This is a very, very important show. We're going to talk about the coronavirus, what has happened so far, steps to take, what's going on with the economy, what's going on in the political sphere, and as Christians, how we should be looking at the coronavirus. Let's get right into it. 60 countries have cases of coronavirus. In the United States, the first official death occurred today, February 29th. In the worldwide, 85,009 cases, 2,928 deaths, and 39,742 people have been cured of, not cured by science, but it goes away on its own. This is like the flu. It's a type of it's not a type of influenza. It's a virus, right? It has similar side effects like the flu. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on, the important things that what's going on. We have been talking about the coronavirus since December 8th. A couple days ago, it just popped up in Italy. We have 1,000 cases in Italy, which was a country we weren't even talking about until a couple of weeks ago, right? Japan. Actually, a couple of days ago, Japan closes all schools up to April 1st. Things are getting serious. And what should we know? What should we do? How should we be prepared? Now, are there treatments for the coronavirus? As of right now, no, there are no treatments, but there's good news. There are actually 20 potential vaccines in the work. The problem with the vaccines is that they will take at least about a year and a half to get to the market. Now, are there treatments, other treatments, pills, and things that might help you with the different with coughing and whatnot? Yes, they are things. They are pills and treatments which are already currently in clinical trials, which can be in the market in months. Hopefully, we won't have to wait for that. Now, ignorance. Let's talk about ignorance regarding the coronavirus. Guys, we got to get educated. We are in the year 2020. How is it that people believe that the coronavirus has to do with the Corona beer? How is this possible when there's just so much information everywhere? Yes, believe it or not, people believe that the coronavirus has something to do with the Corona beer. That's just pure, in my opinion, that's just ignorance. That's just, you got to get educated. You got to find out what's going on. You got to ask questions, because how could we, and it's funny because I was talking to my wife. My wife was telling me that Corona, the beer, is going to suffer from this, right? And I'm like, they're going to get even more famous, because I was thinking it's more promotion, but she was right. She was right. People are actually stopping to drink from Corona. We're going to have to come out with a Heineken virus and a Budweiser virus. That way these alcoholics stop drinking beer, if that's what's going to take, right? Okay, now, this is a very serious story. The next one I'm about to tell you. A guy in India, an Indian guy, obviously a guy in India, a guy from India, self-diagnosed the coronavirus on the internet and committed suicide, fearing that he would infect his family and the rest of the population. That's right. Self-diagnosed on the internet, and he thought that he had the symptoms of the coronavirus, and he committed suicide. This is why it's very important. You gotta find a trustworthy source of information and go from that. It's not panic time, as some people might want to see. Remember what I tell you guys all the time. The news and the media, they're also in the same business that I am. They're in the like business. They want likes, they want shares, they want all that. So they're going to hype things up because they want eyeballs. Eyeballs is money. So you got to be careful where you're getting the information. That does not mean you should not be prepared. Now, let's talk about in the political atmosphere, what's going on. Well, what do you think is going on, man? We're dealing with Democrats here. They're trying to, it seems like they're blaming Trump. It's almost as if they want an outbreak to happen, a pandemic outbreak to happen in the United States. That way they could just blame Trump. Okay. As you guys know, a couple months ago, the President Trump limited air travel to and from China, right? Actually, from China, right? You could go, I think you could still go to China. You can't come back, right? In the United States today, when they announced the first death in the United States, he limited travel to Italy, to Iran, and to South Korea. Trump has also petitioned the government for the Congress for $2.5 billion. Incredibly, Congress seemed to be in a good atmosphere, in good graces, right? They feel good, I guess, you know? They want to actually give him more than the $2.5 billion that he's asking for. They actually want to give him somewhere in between $6 to $8 billion. Donald Trump has also assigned Vice President Trump, not as an expert, like some people want to put it, because Vice President Trump is not an expert, but just as a type of manager of medical professionals that are going to report to him. Not that he's going to be telling them what to do, right? Because there is a protocol, no matter who's president, that the CDC follows regarding these type of outbreaks. But, you know, people are mad. Why are you going to put this guy, Vice President Mike Pence? Why? Just, you know, because he's in the office. He's the second one in command after the president. I think he's a good person to report to. What are the Democrats doing? I covered this in another video. The Democrats are blaming Trump. They want to blame Trump. It seems like they want a pandemic to come out, infect the whole United States to blame Trump. The AP, which is not a right-leaning organization, had to come out and debunk all these Democrats trying to say that the president defunded the CDC, which is a lie. And he came out and he said it, right? He said that as a businessman that he tried to cut things that were not needed. He proposed the cuts, but the cuts never took place. Congress actually upped the funding to the CDC. So we have Michael Bloomberg going out saying, no, Trump has devastated the CDC. Joe Biden, Tom Steyer also on a podcast said something regarding that he's incompetent. He's incompetent, and that this is going to be President Trump's Katrina or something like that. That's all a lie. Michael Bloomberg running ads on TV. You're causing this uproar, this craziness, trying to, I guess, I don't know what they're trying to do to the United States. Instead of coming together at a time where we should come together, you've seen that these people are just playing it all political. Now in the economy is also taking a hit. We have had huge correction. We have officially been in a correction territory, which is about 10% of the market going down. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 10% the market going down. We are in that territory. Why? Two main reasons why. First of all, fear. People might be taking their money out, 401k taking the money out. They're fearing what could happen to the economy, which will hurt everybody. The number two is the supply chains in China. China is the factory of the world. Everybody knows that. You probably are on something right now. You might be watching this on something that says made in China. Like 90% that you're watching it on something that says made in China, right? So the supply chains are in China. China is the factory of the world. They have shut down a lot of production. I've heard that some companies are coming back online, but they have shut down production in China, causing an effect on the world economy. We have a lot of stuff that's made in China. We have drugs made in China. So there might be scarcity of some things here, depending how things go in China. Remember, China is the epicenter of the outbreak. So China is the one that's getting hit the worst right now. And if they have to shut down more factories, it's also going to take more of an economic hit on a whole bevy of businesses worldwide. What could we do as citizens? Should we wait till the government to do for us? Or should we take some measurements, some precautions on ourselves? First of all, as a germaphobe that I am, can somebody explain to me, right? The way the symptoms for this is flu-like symptoms, but so we have to wash our hands. We shouldn't cover a cough into our hands or anything like that. Can somebody explain to me why in 2020 people cough like this? They roll up a ball and they go, oh, what is this? What is that? Can somebody explain to me, what is the hey? And then shake everybody's hand and touch every single door. Can somebody explain to me? The way you cough is into your elbow or into your shirt. That's the way you cough. You don't want to, and even on your elbow, you got to be careful because some people, when you rub people also, so you got to take those precautions. You got to wash your hands. You got to stop touching your ears. You got to stop. people, I hate it when people lick their fingers to give me money. Why are you doing that in 2020? Like you don't watch the news, see how germs and bacteria go from person to person? Now, we should stock up on things that we need. We need food that's non-perishable. We need also toothpaste, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. We need all that stuff. I'm thinking of and a lot. And the funny thing is that we should have been had this, all of us. I'm one that I failed to prepare. I don't have anything, but we should all been prepared already. So I'm thinking about buying rice. We eat a lot of rice. Dominicans eat a lot of rice. We're thinking about some pasta. We're thinking about some powdered milk. You have children. You need powdered milk to last you literally months. If they declare, because we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen. If they declare some type of quarantine where you cannot come out, you need to be self-sufficient in your apartment. If you got to lock yourself in for 2-3 months, like literally, we don't know, guys. We don't know what's going to happen. Look, for example, look what has happened before with pandemics. In 1918, something called the Spanish flu. People still debating how did it start. Some people say it started in Spain. Some people say it started in China, incredibly. Some people say that it started with some soldiers here, I think in Kansas, some pigs. From some pigs, it got on some soldiers. This is around World War I, right? So it got on some pigs, from pigs to soldiers. The soldiers got thrown everywhere, infected the whole world. Estimates put it at deaths to that influenza, that was an H1N1, 50 million people in that pandemic. 50 million dead. But remember also, it's 1918. We have less of the medical resources that we have now, less medicine, etc. So the impact was probably harder due to that. Now, as Christians, how do we stay focused? How do we do what we have to do, believing that there's a God? Isaiah 45:6-7. Look what this says, right? So that from the rising of the sun to the place of its setting, people may know that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. I, the Lord, do all these things. Everything that happens in the world, the Lord or does it himself or permits it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, everything. But look what Romans 8:28 says. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him. In all things, in disaster, in calamity, in prosperity, in everything, God works for those who love him. Not everybody could claim this. Not everybody. Only if you're a child of God. And not everybody's a child of God. So for the people that trust God, God will use the coronavirus for our benefit. No matter what you do, no matter how prepared you are, no matter how much food you have, no matter how many masks you put on, no matter how much hand sanitizer you put on, no matter how much, if God is not with you, you're done, brother. You're done. Guys, what do you think about this topic? Remember to share. This channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. Guys, I'm doing a lot of videos. This channel needs to grow. I'm not on the YouTube algorithm, and that's why I'm making more videos, trying to make this channel a little bit more popular. We need some. I've been doing this for 3 years, guys. I think this channel had to be at least at like 10K people, but it's not. Believe it or not, because we need your help. We need your comments. We need your likes. Every time you give it a comment, a like, it tells YouTube and the algorithm that something is happening in this channel. Hence, we need to promote it. The same thing goes on Facebook. Go like the page. Follow me also on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, also Instagram. I'm everywhere. God bless. Godspeed me, Valentine. I'm out.